How does popcorn pops? Well, sit tight because we're about to pop into the science behind it. Now, let's take a step back in time. Imagine being an ancient human, living your life when suddenly your corn starts to explode. That's right, popcorn isn't a modern phenomenon. It's been around for thousands of years, popping up in unexpected places and probably giving a fair few of our ancestors some serious surprises. Picture this. You're an ancient Mayan, just chilling with your corn cob when, boom, your corn is bursting into fluffy white morsels. You'd think it was magic, right? Or maybe some kind of corn demon. But no, it's just nature doing its thing, in the most dramatic way possible. Popcorn has been popping into our lives and our mouths for millennia, delighting and surprising us with its explosive behavior. So now that we know popcorn has been surprising folks for ages, let's uncover the secret behind the pop. To understand the pop, we need to dissect our subject. Don't worry, no kernels were harmed in the making of this video. Now let's get to know our tiny friend, the popcorn kernel. Think of it as a mini pressure cooker. It's made up of 3 parts, the pericarp, the endosperm, and the germ. The pericarp is the tough outer shell, kind of like a knight's armor. It's strong and doesn't let anything in or out. Next is the endosperm, the largest part of the kernel. It's packed with starch and a tiny bit of water. Imagine it as a mini lake of starch with a water droplet boat floating on it. Last but not least, we have the germ. It's the kernel's life source, the seed from which a new plant would grow. When you heat the kernel, that tiny water droplet begins to steam, creating pressure. The starch becomes a hot, molten mass. When the pressure gets too high, the pericarp gives way, and voila! The hot starch bursts out, cooling rapidly to give us our fluffy friend popcorn. So, heat turns water into steam, pressure builds up, and boom, we've got popcorn. But how can you create this explosion at home? Now brace yourselves, we're about to embark on a culinary adventure, the quest for the perfect popcorn. Let's dive right in, shall we? First, seize your noble pot and place it on your stovetop, the stage for our mini concert. Now pour in a generous dollop of oil, enough to create a thin layer at the bottom of the pot. This is the popcorn's dance floor after all. Next, our star performers, the popcorn kernels. Toss in a half cup of these mini maestros into the pot. They are the main act, so make sure they are spread out evenly across the dance floor. Now the magic really begins as we crank up the heat to medium-high. As the heat rises, the kernels start to shimmy and shake, like little dancers warming up before the big show. Listen closely, and you'll hear the soft hum of anticipation. Then, suddenly, the first pop, like a drum beat kicking off a rock concert. The pops will start to come faster now, a symphony of sound filling your kitchen. It's a fireworks display of flavor, a culinary concert right there in your pot. Keep the lid slightly ajar to let the steam escape, or else your popcorn might just get a little too excited and jump right out of the pot. And voila! You've just hosted your very own popcorn concert. But wait, aren't we forgetting something? Popcorn without seasoning is like a movie without a plot. Let's add some drama, shall we? Now, the beauty of popcorn is its versatility. It's like a blank canvas waiting to be painted with your favorite flavors. Let's start with the classics. A sprinkle of salt and a drizzle of butter can transport you straight to the cinema. If you're feeling adventurous, why not try a dash of cheese or caramel for a sweet and savory twist? Now let's venture into the wild. Ever thought of adding hot sauce to your popcorn? It's a firecracker in your mouth. Or how about a sprinkle of cinnamon for a warm and cozy movie night in? And for those who dare to be different, have you ever tried popcorn with pickles, or maybe even drizzled with chocolate and sprinkled with marshmallows? The possibilities are endless. But let's not stop there. What about a zesty lemon pepper seasoning, or a smoky barbecue flavor? Go ahead, raid your spice rack and let your taste buds guide you. So there you have it, folks. Your very own, homemade, potentially weirdly topped popcorn. Remember, in the world of popcorn, you're the director. Now go ahead, share your popcorn tales with us.